Is this the future of housing here in Spokane, Washington? I saw this property come on the market and I knew I had to make a video about it. It's a new construction property that is very unique, single family home in the front, ADU in the back, and it is taking advantage of a lot of the zoning law changes we've talked about on this channel here in the city of Spokane. There's been a lot of reform in regard to what you can build on a single family lot here, or even how big a single family lot can be, and this property is taking advantage of that. So what we're looking at here is very unique. We'll show a lot of B-roll over this, but the property is super long and narrow. It's the length of the entire property because we don't have as many setbacks required on either side. And then it's obviously, the width restriction is obviously not very much here in the city of Spokane anymore. So this is a very unique property. I'll walk you through it and give you kind of my take on everything. But right now we're in the front of the house in the main portion of the house. So this main portion is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Obviously it's still under construction, so it's not totally finished. But the way they've kind of fit everything in here is very unique, so we'll check it out. But I'm standing at the front door, and so behind me you can see the kitchen is very close. It's not a big space at all, but they've done a good job putting in a kitchen island spot where you could sit there because you're not gonna have a traditional dining room. Appliances are all going in back there. And then you have just kind of this tiny little living room here. Really only enough space for a small couch to put the TV against the wall back here. So if that's what you end up doing in this type of property. So in order to keep probably prices down and match with Washington energy codes, it looks like this property is going to be primarily heated through electric wall heaters. On the wall, I can see the boxes for those. And then they have AC in the ceilings. Those will be electric air conditioners with heat pumps on the outside of the building. And I'll get some B-roll of that. Very unique rounded wall right here. Wouldn't expect that, but I wonder, I don't know what the choice was there or why you would do that, but it's kind of cool. It adds a little extra space to that closet maybe. But walking down this very narrow hallway, we come to bedroom number 1 right here. It's a good sized bedroom. You could fit a full size bed pretty easily in here, but it's not huge. But they did a good job of doing big closets. So I think that's the good thing. The thing that they did well in these builds is making sure that even though the footprint is pretty small, that there's a decent amount of storage in here. Looks like heating and cooling in every bedroom. I'm thinking that this little alcove right here is where the laundry is going. So it's gonna be very small machines there. Then we walk into bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2 is about the same size as bedroom number 1, maybe slightly bigger. Again, behind my shoulder here, good size walk-in closet. They've done a good job of adding multiple windows and windows in the hallways to make it not feel so claustrophobic in here. And then we have the first full bathroom. It's a shower insert, looks like quartz countertops. Nothing too fancy there, but it's good full-size bath. And then in the primary here, we have a lot more space. Could do a queen bed. A king would be a little bit of a stretch. You have a true full walk-in closet here. And then you have an ensuite bathroom as well, with a tile shower, no bathtub in here, but floor to ceiling tile. So I feel like they did a lot of good. Like, it's unique for sure. It's not gonna be for everybody, but they've checked a lot of the boxes that people would be looking for. It's got heating and cooling. It's got the primary bathroom, the ensuite bathroom where you could put a larger bed in there. You could have multiple family members or whoever, you have office space, whatever you need in this main unit here. And so really all you're sacrificing is kind of your primary like living room space, and that gathering space is really the smallest here that you'd have to sacrifice on. So we're gonna go walk out to now the ADU and see what that's all about here. And so if you are interested in something like this, where one of these townhomes or duplexes. This builder has a lot of inventory around town right now. It is very unique to Spokane and very new. And so I think that they're testing the waters and they're taking a risk doing it, but it's really cool to see some of this stuff being taken advantage of, and everybody's going to be a little upset about the new stuff and feel like it's not right, but I don't know. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below if you'd be ever interested in living in something like this, or if you think it has a place, if this is the way it should be. But now we're in the ADU. So we walked along the side of the building there. We're in the ADU, and you can see similar setup here. Living room is not much bigger, honestly, or smaller than the main house, but you still get a great full-size kitchen. You're getting all your appliances, including a dishwasher, and then it looks like over here would be kind of your little eating nook or something like that they might be putting in there. And then kind of where I'm standing on this side is where you could put a small sectional or some chairs and TV in that corner if that's what you're looking for. But similar thing here. Got the windows in the hallway, which is really nice, brightens it up. Same little nook here for your washer dryer. And then they were smart and they kind of did a pass-through bathroom. So you have a door here and you have a little pocket door that comes out of the primary here. So you get a 3/4 bath, it's just a shower. And then nice double, actually like triple closet behind me. So lots of storage space. And then there's a lot of natural light with the slider door out to the back of the property here. So very interesting construction. Like I said, it's not our average build in the Spokane area, but I was very curious about it, and it's really cool to see a property under 500,000 that a multi-generational family could live in. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in the main house, 1 bedroom, 1 bath in the ADU. This could be great for house hackers, for first-time home buyers that want to make it more accessible, get into the market, but maybe you rent out the small unit or stay in the small unit. If you're a single person, rent out the big unit, and you're gonna have your mortgage, probably a big dent in your mortgage at least. It might not be fully covered, but it'll be a big chunk of it covered at that point. So I think it's just answering some issues in terms of generational living, affordability, things like that. But very curious your thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think of this property or this project, and do you think this is right for Spokane, or do you think this is going to hurt the housing market long term? But thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in more properties just like this or any others in the Spokane area, like, subscribe, leave a comment with what you're interested in. And if you are moving into, out of, or just across Spokane, my team, the Halsted Home Team, would love to make that happen for you. Just reach out using any of the links down below in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.